Am I recording yet? Am I recording yet?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. We are back. We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have another Fat Ally video. Yes. Yes. You heard me. Another one. Today, let's see. Who's giving us content today? Let me go. Let me go find out. Alright, everybody. Our new victim for today will be none other than Umber Saiyan. Now, listen. As a Fat Ally, I believe that I have all of the proper qualifications to be having this discussion with y'all. Today we are going to be talking about fat shaming and why we should do it. I mean, why it's evil, why it's bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all are as excited for this as I am. And without further ado, let's begin the video.
Fat shaming and skinny shaming are the same.
Actually, no, they're not. Fat people are denied jobs, proper medical care, health insurance, they're paid less.
Alright. The first thing that I would like to say, although she is talking about a lot of bullshit, I will say that she got her talking points like planned out and like she studied them bitches. She like memorized it by heart. Like she put some effort into this. She put effort into making content for me, and I really appreciate that. I do. Now let's talk about the content itself. Alright, so she says that, let's just go down the list because she said a lot of things. Alright, so she said fat people get denied access to jobs. Listen. If you can't get a job because you're too fat, maybe there is a serious, and I mean a serious problem. I have worked with some pretty big dudes, like 300-pounders, like some really like hefty boys, if you know what I mean. And if they can get in a job but you can't, then you really need to check yourself. Like at that point, you're in danger. You're a danger to yourself because of how big you are. You realize that, right? Like if you can't work because of it, it's probably pretty serious and you probably need to get it checked out like right away. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got proper medical care. Okay. Now, if you go to a doctor and they are telling you, hey, lose weight, every single time you go there, then you should probably, this is a crazy idea, I know, but you should probably just lose the weight. I mean, that would make sense to me, personally. So, proper medical care. It seems as if you are getting the proper medical care or medical advice. I mean, they can't force you to work out, obviously, as we can all see. But they're giving you proper medical advice and you're not following it. You have no one else to blame except for you at the end of the day. Because they all told you, hey, you're gonna die if you don't start losing weight. And all of a sudden you get a heart attack and get put in the hospital. Who else is to blame? Who is to blame? Alright, now, what's next? We got health insurance. Oh, health insurance. Okay, so she's not getting denied health insurance by any means. She's just upset because she has to pay extra for it. And do y'all want to know why they have to pay extra for it? This kind of goes back to the medical care thing. It's because they're at risk. They are at risk of dying younger or getting injured because of a heart attack or a clogged artery or something like that. So it would only make sense to charge someone that's at risk a premium is just business. And what are we gonna do about it? Like, even if, like, yeah, it's fucked up or whatever, what are we even gonna do about it? Like, it's the health insurance company. They get to do what they want. They get to charge what they want for their services. So I don't really understand the point there. And her final point is that they're paid less, which honestly, to me, that makes no sense at all. That makes no sense at all, because some of the fat people that I've worked with, right? They've been offered promotions and stuff. Some of them are like really, like, genuinely, like, some of like the hardest working people there at the job site. And they do get promoted. They do get recognized for their work. So I am not really sure where that's coming from. It kind of just seems like a pile of bullshit, but who am I? Oh, right, I'm a fat ally. I know what I'm talking about.
They don't have equal access to clothing, travel, many public spaces.
Now, I don't think I will go too in-depth on this part, since the last segment was quite a lot to take in, you know. So she says they don't have equal access to clothing, travel, and public spaces, which is kind of strange. Especially considering how I've already covered this in previous videos, but hey, some people don't get the privilege of watching my videos, you know? So, let's see. Equal access to clothing. Listen, I've seen 4 X's in front of the L at one point. If that's not enough, if that is not enough, just give up. You probably have a fucking electric scooter, because ain't no one gonna be able to fucking push your ass to the store. You have to have the electric scooter with the 850cc motor just to get you to the store and back. And she also says travel. Another point I have covered in a previous video. Listen, I don't mean to be rude, but I can't have all of your extra fucking fat in my lap, sitting in my lap for the entire duration of the plane ride, okay? There is a reason they make bigger people buy 2 tickets, okay? It makes sense. If you don't like it, then drive. That's all I gotta say. And the last thing she says is public spaces, which I kind of find interesting, because I don't know what she means by that. Like, you can go to the store, you can definitely go to McDonald's, you can even go to the gym. I know, it's crazy, but you can. And like, she can go to amusement parks. Like, I don't know where fat people can't go. Maybe like they can't like attend some of the rides on the amusement parks, because if they do, they're gonna overload the shit and everyone on that ride is gonna die. And if that's what she's upset about, I just don't know what to tell to her. I don't know what to say. I say just put her on the ride by herself, actually. That's what I say. Let her suffer the consequences.
Even the body mass index, the way that it discriminates against women, especially women of color, it was created for and based around white men.
Oh yes, the good old body mass index, the BMI. Alright, so if you don't know what the BMI is, I'm gonna have to reference you to my first Fat Ally video. I'll put one of the little tags up there, so you can click on it right now. Basically, what the BMI is, it tells you how fat you are, right? So the BMI was invented probably around the time they're in the 1600s. Yeah, the 1600s, that sounds about right. And of course, you know, at the time, only white people were using it for various reasons I'm not gonna get into, because I want this video to stay up. And essentially what she's saying is that it was built for the white man and it's not effective on women, especially women of color. But there's one thing she is missing about that point. It's the fact that the 1600s were like well over 400 years ago, right? So anyone with a brain would be able to realize that, hey, it's been 400 years, a lot has happened. You really think that nobody upgraded like the BMI, like they didn't adjust for women? And do you even need to adjust for people of other race? I don't think you do. I think, wait a second, wait, hold up, I just thought of something really interesting. She is saying that white people and black people can't use the same BMI test, which by the way is false. So if she's saying that, then she's saying white people and black people are different biologically, making them unequal. Now listen here, you can't go off being a social justice warrior with that attitude, okay? Number one, that's not even factually correct. Number two, even if it's not factually correct, you're not supposed to care. You're not supposed to care about that. Like, oh, you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it all wrong, lady. I'm sorry. Ooh, hate to expose your little secret.
Like, fat phobia is literally rooted in anti-blackness. It's rooted in racism and sexism. Skinny shaming is not.
Alright, here we go with one of the stupidest arguments I think I've ever heard. First of all, who the fuck is fat phobic? Like, why would I be afraid of a fat person? Like, do you know how easy it is for me to run away from y'all? Like, you ain't been training like I have. I can outrun you, 2 times speed. And rooted in anti-blackness and racism and sexism. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter what race you are, you can be fat. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, you can be fat. It don't matter who you are, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters about being fat or not is you being too lazy to stay in shape. That's literally all it is, bro.
How many times have you seen marketing campaigns that are labeled, "Get fat quick, finally add those stubborn 30 pounds. Show me where all the weight gain industries are."
Now, I don't know about any get fat quick advertisements, but I do know, I can confirm that there is a weight gain industry. Listen, I am a very skinny person. Too skinny. I want to bulk up, but I don't have the time and the motivation to do it. But I've had this, it was like this protein shake, but it was different. It was like it was over 1,000 calories per shake. I tried having one every day. That shit, it filled you up so quick. It was insane. It was actually wild. I've never experienced anything like that. There's only one thing that can be designed to do. That's meant for gaining weight. A shake that fills you I would be more full drinking that shake than having a whole 5-course meal. That's half the calories you need for the day. That's made for gaining weight. And it literally said it on the package too. Don't get it twisted. The weight gain industry exists.
Show me all the damaging messages that say that skinny equals unworthy life or skinny equals ugly.
Now, I can understand getting called ugly when you're fat. I call fat people ugly all the time. But not worthy of life? Because you're fat. Listen, if someone's ever told you not worthy of life, it's not because you're fat. No, they had a real personal issue with you. No, nobody says that. She's just pulling shit out of her ass at this point. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. What the fuck? I thought I had good content, and I did. And now it's just this. They call me not worthy of life. No one's calling you that just because you're fat. They have a real issue with you if they're calling you that. Pipe the fuck down.
When is the last time that you've been penalized financially when an aircraft seat had to be accommodated to your smaller body?
Alright, here we go again with the airplane seat. I've said it multiple times now. I'm gonna try to put it as simply as I possibly can. Okay. You ready? You ready, Big Shirley? Alright, here we go. Airplane seat designed for a normal size body. You are as wide as two normal size people. To accommodate for the difference in size, they make you buy two normal size seats. Because if you don't, you're going to be crushing somebody else that entire plane ride. And why would you do that to innocent person? Make no sense. If you no like, you can drive or try to find boat and try to not sink it with your sheer mass. Did you get that? Thank you.
When is the last time you've walked into a doctor's office and after they weighed you, stopped listening to what you were actually there for and told you to just gain weight because it will fix everything?
Two things I gots to say. Number one, it probably is the source of all your current problems. So it would only make sense that they talk about it. That is what you're there for after all. And number two, doctors tell skinny people to put on pounds too. Like, just like being too fat is a bad thing, so is being too skinny. Like, both are unhealthy in different ways. Like, yeah, you may not be fat, but like, you're frail. Like, you're a fucking twig, bro. Doctors too do tell people to gain weight. I've been told to gain weight myself, but you want to know the difference? Do you want to know why I have a better life than you do? I took the doctor's advice. That's it. All I had to do.
Fat people endure all of that and more. Skinny people do not face employment discrimination or medical discrimination. The world was designed for you. Eat a burger is just not comparable to systemic abuse and oppression.
Systemic abuse and oppression. Alright, listen here. The only person that's abusing you is yourself. Maybe your dad when you were younger, but at this point, you're doing it to yourself. The only person oppressing you is yourself. And there's an easy way to get out of it. It's called hit the gym, step on the treadmill. Shit like that. You know. Getting physically active. Ooh, wow. Crazy, I know, right? Must have never crossed your mind at all. But yeah, it's an option, it's out there, it's real, and it works. Funny enough, huh? That is just something else. Well, that was the end of the video. thankfully, I couldn't take any more of that. I was starting to get genuinely like heated at certain points, and I had to like cool off. So it's done, finally. This is one of the longest. This is the longest Fat Ally video I have ever made, but I think it was worth it. How about y'all? Let me know. Don't text me about it. There's a whole comment section for a reason. Engage with my video. That's how I get more people to get recommended to. That's how the algorithm works. If you don't, you're stupid. You can like, you can dislike. Whatever works for you. I'm done. I'll see y'all in the next video. Should be coming out soon.
Done. I love cheese. Done. Ah!